this is on Productions, aka 94673, and I'm back in Nameless. Sorry, the one thing you must recall, part 9, and I'm just gonna continue, like that. And I've forgotten the voices. Yay. I need to get this volume down, because I remember it being a bit too loud in the last video. Alright, let's go. I need to move the computer closer so the volume can get me talking louder. I am such an annoying person. I really don't see what we can do this time. There's nothing. That was Lance's voice I just used, and then now Lance is here and I don't know what to say. Alright, then we'll just have to hide ourselves for a while. Oh, stop doing that. No! No! There. No! I really don't want to, but if we don't do something, she'll really start crying. Oh, you saps, get up. We need to go somewhere. Go somewhere? Where? I'll tell you when we get here. Now, we don't have much time, so hurry up. Hurry. Wait, don't push it. What is this? I need to know before I go. And you told us to stay still in the house. That's right. There's a high chance that we'll get into trouble if we go. Yeah, just get out. Don't worry, this is all for her. So, everyone got out. Yuri brought us these uniforms. And that is how we got here. What? So, even you guys don't know? Well, that's how it is. What the hell happened, Yuri? You seem to be responsible for this fuss. My honey, don't get so worked up. Of course you do look cute when you pout. Yuri! Alright, this is what happened. According to Yuri, it went like this. The parents were quite worried about their precious sons in Korea. Just then, they met Yuri, who came over to learn about African music. Finding Yuri trustworthy, they asked him to be the guardian for their children. About to return back to Korea after finishing his studies, Yuri willingly took up the offer, and later came back to Korea as their legal guardian. I can't believe the principal believed this story. And are there really that many Koreans in Africa? And they found Yuri trustworthy. That was the most ridiculous part. Okay, I get how you got away with that, but teacher? How did you suddenly become a teacher? Oh, that's a secret for adults. Let me explain, Nana. It's weird that I call her Nana, but main character. You see, he flirted with someone who had connections to the school. Yeah. Want to know? Alright, there's nothing shocking, but instead you have to. You know what? Never mind. I think it's best if I don't know. Why? I said I'll tell you. Don't you want to know, even when it's about me and not the other boys? Honestly, I was a bit curious, but if I asked him to tell me, Yuri was going to ask for something weird. Is it related to those papers you gave the staff member as soon as we arrived? Papers? Yes, Yuri said something while holding her hand, and he handed the papers over. I think it was Mademoiselle who holds the key to my fate. So fed up. Forget the papers and a bribed staff member were forged papers and a bribed staff member were all I need to hear to guess what happened. Of course he used that face of his. But I'm having doubts about his academy having Yuri as a teacher. Yuri a teacher? That worries me. At the moment, some teacher in the infirmary flashed through my mind. Well, maybe it's not that uncommon in this academy. I think it'd be best if I no longer think about how this academy is run. Anyway, thanks to that, we don't have to worry about being apart. Thanks, Yuri. You are welcome. I actually wanted to live just with my honey, but then she'll be sad. Yuri winks at me. This is nothing if it's for my honey. I unknowingly smiled at Yuri. Really, he is very nice. Though he is a womanizer, and he does it because he's a womanizer and because everyone has some sort of affection towards the main character because it's her dolls, but he's nice, and sometimes I think they're a bit too tough on him. He always plays around, but at times like this, he's actually pretty mature. I was about to feel thankful towards Yuri. But next time, I hope my honey does one thing for me. Maybe something like being naked in an afternoon. Whoa. A school bag flew towards his way. Seeing the bag flop on Yuri's face, I decided that the gratitude I felt towards him didn't happen. Actually, never happened. I feel quite dizzy thinking that I have to go to this academy with these people. I'm only thankful that I'm not in the same class with the worst one. What? Same class? You've all been assigned classes already? Well, we haven't said that. We've been assigned. Brad and I are in sophomore class M, and Lance and Ian are with you in freshman class M. Sophomore? You guys are sophomores, and Lance and Ian are in my class? Well, we technically are supposed to be older than them. We even look older. I actually wanted to be in the same class as you, but you kept bickering, so I stopped arguing. We live in the same room, thinking about being in the same class. I wish to relieve myself of that. The same academy and the same class, it really hits me now. I'll be going to this academy with these boys. I'm not sure if this is good or bad. Master. Yes? I don't know how you'll feel when I say this, but I'm so happy right now. What? I've waited every time you go out in the morning, waited for you to come back. I thought it'd be the same when I became human. I'm so happy I can spend the whole day with you like this. And I'm so happy, blah blah blah, that I'm about to cry. Okay. Something bothered me about what Ian said. Waiting for me to come back? Maybe I should get the volume a bit up. Just a tad. Even when I said I'm back at the empty house, there was someone to greet me. I was getting used to being alone ever since Grandpa died. But he says he waited for me in that empty house until I came back. Ian. Forget everything that's happening right now. Nothing to care about when he's smiling at me like that. Then we'll be off. Everyone, good luck. Don't play that music. I love these characters so much. I wanna climb them all. What's wrong with your ribbon, Tay? Is it supposed to be like that? I'm not crying. I'm just weird. This is my first class. So nervous. Alright, I'll definitely prove myself to everyone today. I'm unintentionally doing the same thing with my hands when I talk. Like, I'm doing the same hand thing as Red is doing right now when I'm talking like him. I'll go back to the office since I have some things to check. Everyone, be careful. I told you not to worry, just trust me. I'm worried about you the most. Then see you after class. After parting with Tay and Red, I head to class with Ian and Lance. I felt myself getting tense as we got closer to the classroom. Though I made up my mind, I kept getting nervous. Hey, sorry Lance for getting you involved in this. Is he mad? Things got complicated because of me. I'm sorry. Are you mad? You must really be mad. Not really. I'm not mad. It's just... I'm just upset that we have to go to this academy when we're still so vulnerable. I just still do not know why we have become humans, and besides I still... Yes? No, it's nothing. Is this the classroom? Huh? Yes, it is. Freshman Class M. This is the classroom Lance, Ian, and I will be together in from now on. Lance opened the classroom door. I can barely see because of the dazzling sunlight coming from the windows. Lance, Ian, Tay, Red, and Yuri are my precious dolls. But one day I woke up to find that my dolls have come alive. And Mom, we will be going to the same academy. I hope nothing happens. Will everything be okay? Anxiety starts creeping up on me as as I think about what lies ahead. Okay, here we go. What is waiting for us now? I shake off my fears and tread step by step towards the classroom. I just love this game so much. First day. Good luck with that. Sure enough, the class started to stir as soon as we entered. Nothing surprising. I mean, considering all the fuss in the morning, silence would have been strange. After looking around the class with a serious face, Lance opened his mouth. He looked colder and a bit nervous seeing all those people. Do I sit here? He pointed at the empty seat right behind me. The original owner of the seat followed his parents and moved to the countryside. Oh, I was about to say that it's probably okay when he strode into the class. I guess he doesn't need my answer. Oh my god! What? Hearing Sawyer's voice, I turned around. If there's one single reason why I was born, that's it. You boys! I turned around as I couldn't bear to see my friend embarrass herself. Everyone else had avoided her in the same way. Why are we always the embarrassing ones, Soy? Welcome, transferring students. Since it's your first time here, things won't be so smooth. If anything gets uncomfortable, don't hesitate to ask the class president. For your information, the class president is me! Everyone was appalled to see her laugh twice as loud. She's a bit over the top, but today she seems a bit crazy. Amongst all this, Shimby, who was used to everything, stood there without the slightest change of expression. So I gave Lance her $1 million smile and held out her hand. But Lance completely ignored her soft, girly hands. Then he marched to his seat with the cold as ice face of his. That cold of ice face. Huh? Hey, hello? Bonjour? Yo, hey, you! Ignoring his brutal indifference, she followed him. It was almost admirable the way she turns into an Amazon warrior when she notices cute guys. Hey, morning. She's right at it again after seeing a cute guy. Of course. Hardly surprising now. She started worshipping cute guys since the beginning of the semester. This time she's really determined to seduce one and fill her life with roses. Her willpower is amazing. To be honest, something like this has actually happened before. I think it was the first day Mr. Eugene came to our school. The first day he came, no one ever dreamed that he was a bit cocky. Kooky? Not cocky. Kooky. Ba 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 ba. Cookies. So the day Sawyer made a fuss about finally meeting the Prince Charming of her life, and the very next day she started hitting on him like crazy. Naturally, the result was devastating. To be honest, since there was a rumor that he liked bones, we all did hope for a tiny bit. But even Mr. Eugene, whom we thought was a bit off, couldn't seem to handle Soy. But a few days later, she bounced right back from the heartbreak. And then she stormed into the infirmary like Medea, ready for revenge. Why? What was the problem? Can't you see my cute face and these fantastic curves on my body? I mean, not to brag, but you already know, don't you? I'm the Madonna of this academy. Unlike what she said, she bore no hint of shame. Actually, he must have been more embarrassed to hear what he was saying. She went rattling on about a change in expression. Explain it to me! Explain! What is it about me? Why that bone thingy and not me? Sawyer worked out menacingly, pointing at Mr. Eugene's skeleton model. The skeleton model Mr. Eugene were caressing so dearly was called Beatrice. According to him, Beatrice bore the name of an old noble family that had traced back to the Middle Ages. He also added that she was an honest and lovely girl who knew how to show her mind as it is. The problem is, she shows everything as it is, even her bones. Are you comparing yourself to Beatrice right now? Alright, how laughable. If you really want to know, I'll tell you. Yeah, what about me?